Hi, this is Lindsay Summerlin, and I'm reviewing Brittney Villarreal's website. So, upon first glance, I really love this background. It looks really neat, especially for cinematography. It's very detailed. So, I think this makes a great background image for your portfolio. Um, One thing that I see looking at the homepage is the purple is very hard to read against this dark background, even right here on the B. So maybe if you were to change it to white or put some kind of block in behind it, it would make it a bit more visible. I like how everything is above the fold, where you don't have too much scrolling going on, and then you just have the subtle links right here to your LinkedIn and YouTube, which I see those actually do link to your pages, so that's great. Um, yeah, I would just change that for this point. Moving on to the portfolio, when I do hover on this, it makes it that purple color too, which is very hard to read, but we see that this is a little bit different right here. I do like this. It kind of goes with the theme of the front page with the browns, so I do like how that is cohesive. I would update this part to where you don't have that O dropped down to where it continues on. But besides that, this page looks great. Everything is nice and organized. You have all of your descriptions. All of your videos have thumbnails, and I think it looks awesome. Moving on to about. So this kind of broke the cohesiveness a little bit with this background right here, but that's all right. It's just an image, can always be updated. I do like how you had your title and everything right here after the about me, and I like how you can actually see everything up top here too. So you have a nice about me. It's not too lengthy. It goes into a little bit of your personal life, which helps the reader relate to you a little bit more, but then dives into all of these different things that you can do professionally, which, me being in media communications and you're in cinematography, I'm not super familiar with all of these things that you work with. But just seeing this listed out, I'm sure someone that's looking for your services would recognize this and be like, wow, like she can really do a whole lot of stuff, and she would be great for this job that I'm wanting to do. So it's very professional, and I think that you did a great job with your about me. I didn't notice too much like grammatical issues or anything like that. Yeah, everything looks good on here, and then of course you have your links down here too, which is good. And then we'll just move on to the contact. All right, and then we have this kind of wood background again, going back to that cohesiveness of the portfolio and the homepage that kind of matches that a little bit more. So I do like that. It's just the purple blends in a little bit too much. I would change this title right here to something about, I would put like the get in touch portion above here to introduce this message. This contact form, I would just move this over here and get rid of this, and then you do have that working email link, so that's good. Your social media links, that's great, especially for contact. And then it's great to have your location as well. That's really nice. That way people know where you're at. It's pretty short and sweet. It's nothing too lengthy, and I do like this, except for those couple of things that should be updated that I mentioned. Excuse me. So I do notice whenever I flip to the pages, there's like this background that pops up with the trees and stuff. That's really beautiful. I do really like that. But I'm going to go over to your mobile page real quick because there were a few issues that I saw on here that should definitely be updated. Um, let's see. So I did a screen record video on my phone to be able to show you this. But the first page looks good. It's just that purple that's a little bit hard to read up top. But I like how we can see right there. Let me move back a little bit. I like how we can see your name and then the menu hamburger right here. That's good, very visible. I do really like that. But then I go to click on that hamburger and everything's purple. I can't see any of your links here. And I had to just tap on the screen blindly to figure out how the heck to get to the rest of your pages. So I would change those to white or put like a block background on them or something, or just change this color if you really want to keep that purple text, because I cannot, like, you can't see any of the links here. So I just had to tap blindly. Thankfully, I was able to find where they were placed on there. You see, it took me a little bit of time to get to that point, but let's see. Okay. Nope. Yeah, that got me back to the home page. So first I came about me. This page looks good on the mobile. The paragraphs were a little bit like stuck together looking, like design wise, but I mean that's gonna happen when you squish text down onto a mobile version. But you do have this big purple block right here, which I'm assuming your name is probably right here too, and then the hamburger is over here. I had to click around for that, so I would update that. Yeah, and we did get that hover for about, but I had to click around for the rest too. Contact looks good on your mobile version. I do like how these pop up, your location. There's not any extra space down here, and this page looks great on mobile. I'm thoroughly impressed with this page on mobile, and I get to see the hamburger here, so that's great. Same thing here. After you click the hamburger, it shows you what page you're on. You just have to click around and try to find what you're looking for. But I found the portfolio. The top of it looks good, but we get to this point here where your videos are kind of out of order on the mobile version. So I see we have the first one, your description, and then your title's down here. But then you have these two videos stuck together, and then the two descriptions of those stuck together. So I would just reorganize that, and then you have this big blank space right here. I would just reorganize that on the mobile version editor just to see if you can rearrange and fix that. It's pretty minor for that, because I know sometimes with the jumping from the desktop to mobile versions, it can mess some stuff up, because it did that to mine too. But just move some stuff around and you should be all set with that. But it's just everything looks great. It's very user friendly, and I appreciate what you've done with all of this. It's very easy to navigate, but the only thing is just changing those colors, because I can't see anything on that mobile version, and it's a little bit hard to see on the desktop version. So yes, but thank you. I enjoyed reviewing your website. I'm probably going to go in and watch your videos on your portfolio, because I really love seeing peer work, and I don't get to see a whole lot from the digital cinematography side. So I'm definitely interested in watching those videos that you made, just to see what kind of projects you guys were up to. But overall, great job. I would just take those few things that I mentioned and just make them a little bit more, it would make your website a little bit more visually appealing and easier to get from one place to the other. So hopefully you take those considerations. If not, I understand, but yeah. All right, well, thank you. You have a wonderful weekend.